It's time to give back.
Ooh.
We've gotten a lot from the wikiHow service and the freaks who use it, and so we should, in good conscience, give a article back to wikiHow to use.
Sorry, wikiHow? Okay, let me close WikiFeet real quick.
Close WikiFeet, close Wiki what? Close Wiki Wild Wild West. There has to be one of those, right? There has to be one of those.
There's probably a wiki for Wild Wild West.
We're actually forced to do this. It's worth noting. We're forced to do this due to the MaxFunDrive being such a big success. Thank you so much.
MaximumFun.org/join if you haven't done so yet. Help us.
We asked our staff to pick a WikiHow article for us. Our team is team better, team feel. Our fam. Our fam. Our
squad.
Our flock.
Yeah, there it is.
Right.
I think that's it.
No, we asked our squad to come up with a WikiHow topic for us, something that would be applicable to our skill set.
Yes. They've chosen wisely.
Yeah, what did they settle on?
How to avoid talking to people, in public.
How to avoid talking to people in public.
How to avoid interacting with someone in public.
Okay, that's much better. I appreciate the clarity on that. Justin has elected himself typist for this project, but I do want to say we took a typing test beforehand to see who should be typist, and Justin was Billy the Kid, fucking guns blazing, like I'm about to, and then you did lose in an.
He smoked me handily. I was 67. Griffin was like
83. It's
83,
and I was the equivalent of like a typing pacifist in this fight at 33 words per
Travis
minute.
is a typing war journalist. I'm just saying, go for it, Juice. Your accuracy might be higher than mine, and that's ultimately.
I actually need your brain here because you've looked at so many of these articles.
Yes.
I need to know formatting wise.
Formatting I can take care of. So start by writing the shit, the name of the shit, which is how to avoid interacting with someone in public. And we can go over to style guide. Making sure that I don't know how to handle
you need to write co-authored and then put our names.
Co-authored by
I pulled up how to be sexy on WikiHow to give me kind of a base level knowledge of format.
It's funny actually, Travis, because I also wrote that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I have noticed it's very Griffin themed.
I didn't write the book on being sexy, but I did help edit the wiki, and that's important.
Now, Justin, you're having a lot. Oh, I see.
Comic Sans is very good.
Just this is fun,
right?
It guarantees that it's going to be fun. It's got comic right there in the name.
Co-authored by, and then Juice, you put our names in whatever order. Okay, or the McElroy brothers. That's fine. And then there'll be a little picture of us in the top right corner, trying not to talk to people in public. So. Travis, you said you were going to handle illustrations for this one, maybe?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I usually do, Justin, at all, I see.
Okay, that's cool. That's strong. I actually don't mind not taking credit for this one. So, cool.
I usually do more architectural design.
Yes.
Okay. With the designing sets or drawing buildings or whatnot. Well, I'm going to try my hand here at people. But I'm also looking at the pictures of how to be sexy, and I feel pretty on par with what they've got going on here.
Yeah. Okay, so we need a description now. So, just a brass tacks kind of talking to anyone in public is
terrifying.
Is scary, no matter who you are.
Every conversation that you have with another person is another chance for it to be revealed.
Yes.
And only you know what the it is. For me, it is my complete lack of wit. Or talent.
Or so just I don't know a lot of stuff about the world.
Ignorance.
In general.
My ignorance. Yeah, definitely. Griffin, actually, my ignorance is number one. That is the number one thing. Any conversation could reveal how dumb I am about wide swaths of the human experience.
Right. You aren't typing any of this, though, which I must say.
We're brainstorming, baby. This is just, we're mixing up the cement, dirt, and the water to make cement.
Go ahead and write down.
Okay, so this is a subhead.
This is a sub. Well, yeah, it's
you have to start with an intro paragraph.
Yeah, every conversation you have in public, I think is important.
Well, no, I mean every conversation you have in public. I'm worried. No. Even when I talk to my wife of many years at this point, my partner of 14 years, I'm worried that she'll realize that I'm basically a robot. Who has no idea how to communicate with a human being in an effective and believable way. Though, to be fair, She probably already knows that.
That's right. Your many secret failings. You are a human. You are a dignified human being. You are a human being.
But you are a human being
with certain. No, being. Don't be cute.
No, I like human being.
No, being.
No, I want to get this submitted and approved.
But you are a human being with certain inalienable rights.
Uh-huh.
Gun ownership is so crucial.
Uh-huh.
We'll go over typos later, Juice. Just don't even worry.
I don't think inalienable is a word.
It's pretty sure it's in the Constitution or Declaration.
That doesn't fucking make it a real word. They were making up a Constitution. You don't think they were making up words?
It's a real word.
Anyway,
it's been
what's a real word?
Okay. You are a human being with certain inalienable rights. Chief among them is freedom from speech.
This is a...
You don't think that...
Oh, no, I see it.
Is the right to avoid talking to people. Now, freedom from speech.
Freedom from speech is a twist on it. And that's
it's fun. Yeah.
It's fun, and that's what gets this approved. No one can make you talk to them for any reason.
You do have the right to remain silent, I guess. That's right in there.
That's huge.
And unseen.
But what we need to bring in the
like you know them.
That you know them.
Yeah.
But what about when
you see
Yeah, but what
about when a brush off would what about when avoiding a conversation would leave plenty of hurt feelings?
What about when Kathy, who you used to go to church with, sees you at the Whole Foods grocery store? I think being specific could be good here.
Okay.
And then we need to, after we write that.
What about when you see Kathy,
who you used to go to church with? That establishes an energy that is complicated. Yeah. Travis, what could you possibly already be drawing? We haven't even gotten into the...
I think a universal picture here.
Yeah.
Of someone trying to talk to you while you're like looking at your phone. That feels like it's going to come up.
Yeah. Okay. What then, huh? Challenge him. What then, idiot? What then, jerk?
Oh, yeah.
What then, Poindexter?
That gets a good bullying tone going early.
That's cool. Lube up your pocket protector, and we'll tell you.
So what I've drawn here, if you can see, is somebody
not lube up your virgin pills.
Virgin pills is wild. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe hide your virgin pills in some applesauce.
Travis, give me that.
This is where somebody has recognized Tom.
Yeah.
And Tom does not like it, so we're gonna figure out a way to get Tom out of here.
Okay, we'll find a place to slip that image in. Lube up your slide ruler and slide over to these rules.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
That's really, really good shit, Juice.
Thanks, man.
And that's the end of the description. Okay, cool.
I think it's got to get actionable.
So then we have the way that wikiHow sort of formatted is there's like chapters in the article, and so the chapter would be like prep work, and then there would be a chapter that's like, what to do if they haven't seen you yet, and then like what to do when they have seen you, and you're like in it. And then in each of those, you get like little steps, right?
I have a first step, a first section in the pre-production. Like,
great, I love it.
Keep your grades up
before you're in public. Like, let's call this section like before you're in public.
Before you're in public, and I think Travis,
because once you're in public, it's too late.
Yeah, or Publize is also cool. I think that Travis has an excellent point here, where step one in before you're in public should probably be to keep your grades up.
Yeah,
keep your grades up, because if your grades are too bad, you're going to get in trouble. You're not going to be going out in public, and this probably won't be necessary.
Also, the faster you can graduate, the less interaction you're going to have with people.
Yes.
Because being in school is like one of the prime times you have to deal with people.
The like number of people I interact with a day, like amount, was like so high in high school, and then like significantly lower in college, and then basically no one after college. So, get out of high school as quick as you can.
Okay, I've drawn another image that I think will come up.
Juice has another good point here. You'll also increase the people I went to high school subset by 25%.
Nice. Because I've drawn an image here. This is, once again, our little man. And he's got his phone, and he's saying, I have to take this. And he's saying, I have to take this.
That's not bad.
You're kind of getting ahead of things a little bit, right?
Well,
like
it's got a lot easier to write words than create art, Justin.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
That's a good point. Okay. So that's
and then say, like, you also don't want to get... No, hold on. Go back up to that. Say you also don't want to get in trouble with your parents and teachers.
Yeah, because then you have to talk to them.
No, just like in general. Like...
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get in trouble. I do not want to get in trouble with my parents and teachers. Cool. And you have to set a good example for your nephew. Give him a name.
Crombus?
No.
Germ.
Giggle.
Yeah.
Google.
It's a popular name, man.
Yeah, I'm being so, like, I don't know, America-centric. Outside of this country, Google is an incredibly
it's the number one name in Spain.
Cool. No, it's a real name. Now, I have a step 2 I'd like to propose here. The next step, and that's close some loops.
Okay.
I'm saying there is this set of people that is people you know. I'm saying if maybe we need to start trimming that back a little bit.
Yes.
So I need you to maybe think about people on the periphery. I mean, tertiary characters in your life story where you can say to them, like, I want you to know our business has concluded.
Oh.
In life. I want you to know that we are done. There's no malice, but you and I, it's over.
Yeah. I think
and in a polite way, like you can just say, like, well, that's gonna do it. That's gonna close this chapter.
That's gonna do it for us today and forever. That's cool. In a polite way. I can't wait to see how Justin phrases this. That's not gonna make him seem like an absolute psycho. Like a real
in a polite way. So it's gonna be polite.
Yeah.
Talk to the people in your life who you no longer require.
Yeah, good job so far. Simple. Yeah, absolutely.
Marie Kondo, your friends. Touch your friend. Do they bring you joy? Throw them away.
About the completion of your personal relationship. Okay.
You know what's a good phrase for this? If you want to throw this in, run its course is a good one. Yes. Because, like, that's hard to, like, if you're like, well, I think this friendship has run its course. It was a pleasure doing friendship with you. A pleasure doing pleasure with you.
Yeah. Now, they will need to sign some sort of paperwork that this is final and complete and that you will no longer, like, interact with them when seen in public.
Yes. A non-discussion agreement.
A non-discussion agreement is really very good, Travis. Thank you so much.
And then you can also take legal recourse should they try to discuss something with you.
Yes. But I think in terms of, is there any other way?
I mean, you could costume up.
Yeah, I was going to say, just right, Spider-Man mask.
Spider-Man mask.
Spider-Man mask.
Oh, but see, people are always curious about who's under the Spider-Man mask.
Are you out of your fucking gourd, Travis? If you're walking down the street and you see someone wearing a Spider-Man mask, you're going to say, that looks like someone who I would love to have a public interaction with. Or do
no,
you? No, probably not.
I guess I was living in the Spider-Man fictional world, not in my real
Spider-Man
life.
Ain't real. Really ain't real.
Okay.
Spider-Man mask.
I don't know why we have to keep going over this. I understand now.
You're right. Also, maybe an upside-down kiss will happen.
Now, so a Spider-Man mask I can draw.
Yeah. Travis, draw Spider-Man. That's good.
Draw a regular Spider-Man, then turn it upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. With smoochy face?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also drew another illustration on my little guy here holding his tummy, and it says, I'm going to poop, which I think is going to be another good way to get out of a conversation.
Travis is living in 2029 right now.
Yeah, he's several steps ahead.
I'm not looking up the shape of Spider-Man's eyes. I'm going.
We should include a couple things in here that will be kind of softballs for Travis, illustration-wise.
Okay,
so Spider-Man mask is good.
Okay. I have another one.
Okay.
Submit. This one's going to take a little explaining, but
okay.
Submit yourself to the night. And what I mean by this is I'll explain. Become a creature of shadow, unseen in the day, haunt the alleyways, the harsh light of the sun never kisses.
Yes, the harsh. Yeah, so we're gonna get stuff about kissing in every one of these.
Your bedroom.
Sorry.
Now.
Crime is your bedroom now. Cool.
So that's what you won't run into anybody because you've become a creature of the night.
Now, is there a risk here, Justin, that if all of our listeners become creatures of the night, they will run into each other?
Quite a bit. Damn. We have to assume that the WikiHow readership is greater than the Mabim Bam readership. So I think statistically we're in the clear here. How about juice number 5? Travel by sewer. Travel by sewer.
Oh.
That's good.
Travel by sewer and tunnel secret sort of tunnels.
Secret tunnel. Now, what I've done here is that Spider-Man, in his classic catchphrase, web it to the max.
Yeah. That looks really, really good, Trav. That's probably your best one yet.
So, when you see that, you're like, that's the real Spider-Man, and he's probably busy. I should let him.
Yeah, your drawings are overlapping a bit, which is going to be confusing.
Well, I've drawn outlines around them to clearly. Should I label 1, 2? So I'm sure they'll have some figure thing. Travel by sewer is good.
Right.
What if you just have a sign that says, haven't had my coffee? And then they know not to talk to you.
Yeah. Or a shirt. Sometimes people do wear shirts with funny stuff on it. Not signs.
Oh, okay.
But I worry that with the shirt, it's going to be misconstrued as a joke, and they're going to talk to you about it. But if you have a sign, I think it creates a situation in which after you have had your coffee, they're assuming you'll put the sign away.
Okay. You get a T-shirt that says, don't even talk to me till I've had my coffee. And then you cut the part of the T-shirt off that says, till I've had my coffee. And then what you have is a midriff that says, don't even talk to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would actually probably keep you from talking.
So wear a bare midriff shirt that says, don't even talk to me.
Okay. I can draw that.
Yeah. I can't wait. This is all you can do before you get into the situation. I think we've been pretty complete here, right?
Yeah.
No fewer people by closing some loops. Keep your grades up. Costume yourself. Submit yourself to the night, travel by sewer, and wear a handmade midriff shirt that reads, don't even talk to me. That's everything that I can think of. All right, so next one should be if you see them first.
Yeah.
If you see them first.
Okay, is that a section? If you see
them first. How to be stealthy, I think is how to avoid the situation. How to avoid, because then the second part can be how to abandon one that is you're in the tractor game already.
Right.
Okay. Avoiding the situation. 1. Always keep your head on a swivel for people you might know.
Just a quick update. This is Spider-Man in his midriff shirt.
Trav, that was really fast.
Don't even talk to me.
Yeah. No, that looks really good. He looks sad.
It looks professional.
It looks professional. He looks like he has sad eyes, though. Really
he doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Okay.
He is sad. Spider-Man bears a lot of responsibility for no reason.
Don't go to the Jersey Shore just having some fun. So Justin's...
Oh, because it's the situation.
Oh, okay.
You're avoiding the situation.
Travis, you don't have to draw that one, Travis. For that one, we'll just use an actual JPEG of the situation.
That works.
Dude, don't go to the situation. Well, don't go to the Jersey Shore. No, but seriously, it's fucking crowded.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I think just adopting a bobbing and weaving kind of movement
Well, hold on. That seems advanced beyond. No, geez, I like that thing about leave one of those in.
Okay.
Yeah, just having some fun with words is good to establish.
That's good. That's a little light. That's a little.
People will have to still read this and enjoy it.
What about?
Yeah.
If'n you please. That's good.
Cool.
What about like walk behind somebody bigger than you?
I think that's good, but I think we have to start with if you don't have situational awareness, none of these other skills are going to matter.
I see what you're saying. Okay, great. Okay.
Stay ever vigilant, always. Yeah. Stay permanently vigilant. Forever.
Yeah.
Never, ever let your guard down.
Sleep with one eye open.
Sleep in shifts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Booby traps. You don't have to go into detail. They'll know what you mean.
I think that'll get us banned, Trav, if we suggest booby traps.
If we say boobies?
Yeah, I think all of it is not good. Okay, stay ever vigilant always. Cool. Stay permanently vigilant forever. Never let your guard down. Sleep in shifts with yourself. Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we can get into, tactics.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to say drift behind a larger group, yeah, I'm not sure that's effective because there's a chance.
It works at fucking Assassin's Creed, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Right, and that's a fictional video game because if Assassin's Creed was real, one person in that group would always be like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck are you? We don't know you.
You're not a monk.
You're not a monk.
This is an ABCD conversation, so even you should leave."
Yeah,
that's very good.
That's good. I just came up with that in the moment. What if the tall person turns out to be someone you know? And then they spin around like
you could hire a tall person. Hire a tall person.
Hire a tall person.
In hiring a tall person, they are going to have at least one conversation with this tall person, making this at the
you
very
can do it all
best
digitally these days.
I'm just saying, guys. It's think about this. We're trying to reduce the number of.
You can use our new. Listen, I don't know if we're doing promotional tie-in here, but you can use my new app, Drift, with a Y. And you can request a silent experience.
Yeah.
And the big guy will show up. You walk behind the big guy wherever you need to go. You drift behind them.
Premium members can also opt for being the back of a donkey or Chinese dragon costume. Another option for you.
Or a two-person Spider-Man costume.
Yes.
Stretched Spider-Man from the classic series.
You want to skip just to two-person Spider-Man costume? That's rule 4?
We already have some Spider-Man stuff in here, so
yeah, I think Spider-Man is covered.
Okay, we are probably not legally allowed to hire on the basis of height. That's a fair point, Justin. Okay.
I think we may just have to hire a person who has a tall person energy in their resume.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or has
like a big walker. You know what I mean? They're doing a lot of like legs and arms akimbo.
No, you can't tell that from a resume again. No, that doesn't make any sense.
We can hold auditions.
Okay, now
this is a performance thing, Justin. This is you can have people audition.
We're going to have, if we do it though, we're going to have some sort of undulating floor and a wall they can stand behind that will cover their height because we can't hire based on height.
Yeah,
it's illegal, guys. This is a legal issue.
Okay. Let me hit you with this. Make a super grumpy face. This may actually
here's my worry.
That goes in the next section. Actually, I think.
My worry with that is someone who knows you. It's like, hey, man, what's wrong?
Yeah, you're definitely going to – it's worse.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, avoiding the situation, there is a fucking Rubicon here, right? There is when it's eye contact. I mean, we're before that moment. It's two different moments, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is like avoiding
pre-eye contact, yeah.
Yes.
Turn your countenance down to the earth as if you're considering your many sins.
You need a – well, yeah, that works too.
This is a good one to type. Hold on.
Countenance?
Yeah.
All right. And I think we can say here, like, as long as you're doing it, go ahead and contemplate your mini sin. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, don't fake it.
It keeps you from having to do it later. I also think if you're looking sort of guilty and down at the ground, that's not a particularly inviting energy for like a social interaction.
It also helps to carry a clipboard where maybe you've listed out some of them.
Justin has just written, don't fake it either, don't waste the time. Time lost is blood lost. Just think about the sins. Time lost is blood lost is interesting.
That's something Sydney says about doctor stuff. I just thought it would lend a little urgency to this,
I've done a little illustration here. You can see that the man is looking down. I've made it clear the direction, and it says, "What have I done?"
That's good.
That's a good one too. Can we make the drawing smaller, even like so small that no one can possibly?
Yeah, why restrain yourself to that large of an area? Get smaller.
I'll scan it in.
Just write "go fast" outside.
Oh, that's good.
Go fast outside. Go fast outside.
Walk with incredible purpose. Not just go fast. Go fast and with purpose. Because if I see someone I know and I'm like, they're busy.
Here's the problem with this. And I will go ahead and type it. But if I see, who do I know?
The fact that you're not answering this that quickly is a huge
If I see
win.
Craig.
A little heartbreak.
Right? Yeah. If I see Craig, and yet I see Craig on a full tilt boogie.
Yeah.
Sprinting down 4th Avenue.
Yeah.
I'm immediately going to go to Sydney and say, you're not going to believe this, Sid, but I saw Craig, and Craig was fucking hauling ass sprinting. You do that enough, eventually, it's going to get back to you. People are going to be like, what is going on with this cat?
And
then if they see you in public, they're immediately, first thing, burning question. You've suddenly turned yourself into the talk of the town.
Yeah.
You're the social.
Okay, so
go
fast outside, but not so fast that you look scared or like you're running away from something.
Oh, yeah. Like maybe you're power walking, right? You've got an exercise vibe going on.
Yeah.
Because if I see that, I'm not interrupting their flow.
An exercise vibe is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you
not a panic?
Yeah.
An exercise vibe.
Now, could you, while you're running, also be shaking your head back and forth really fast so that maybe they can't even get a beat on whether or not they recognize
while saying,
you?
what have I done? Oh, no, what have I done?
No, you've already contemplated
I'm talking about visually blurring your facial features.
Oh, I thought
it
it was like,
so
no,
fast.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can make your face imparsable. Blur your face.
Not this face.
That's what we're saying. That's what we just said. Blur your face.
Yeah, but I'm saying with effects.
Well, that's
in post? Just do it in post?
Well, maybe some kind of like plastic screen in front of it. It's like a big magnifying glass, and you're wearing a mask that's a magnifying glass so they can't see your features.
That's cool.
We went fast outside.
Yeah.
Is serpentine helpful?
I don't
in this
think
context.
So I would loop that into sort of like go fast outside. What I do think would be cool is if you're like walking down a street in a sort of urban setting.
Yeah.
You can turn your body towards the buildings and strafe. Like walk close to buildings, hug the buildings,
slice the pie.
Face a wall and walk sideways. Who is that? This could be anyone.
So like a wall shuffle. A wall facing shuffle. Skiffle?
Like
a wall
I will say
shuffle.
if I see, even if I'm 90% confident I know that person, if I see someone doing what Griffin's just done, I don't want to be associated with him in public. I don't want someone to be like, he's friends with the wall shuffling guy.
Yeah, face the wall, face the wall and scuttle like a little daddy long legs.
Yeah. Like a scared crab.
Like a scared bipedal crab.
Yeah.
Are crabs bipedal? Can't.
No, they have several legs.
They have many legs. I was thinking of like Krabby, the Pokemon.
Yeah, of course.
Scuttle like a little scared daddy long legs crab guy, facing the wall, facing the nearest wall.
Saying nothing.
Nearest wall, saying nothing.
Well, do you have to say nothing? Because it feels like
it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to say anything to you. You don't need to talk.
Okay.
Headphones?
Can I tell you
this is going to make you a hot topic again, guys. This is going to make you a hot topic. If you
go into hot topic.
The wall scuttle People are going to talk about
but
that.
Here's
they won't know who it is.
They won't know who it is.
Facing away.
You're facing a wall. Now it may be in the newspaper. Watch out for the nasty daddy long legs wall scuttling crab guy. That may make the paper, but the only thing that's going to happen there is if like you're already looped into a different conversation, and someone can be like, "Did you see the news about the wall scuttler, the nasty daddy long legs?"
Yeah.
If you kill him and his 19 friends, you get an incredible crown.
Yeah,
you got to track them all down. All the golden wall shuffling guys.
I will say that you need to make your the back half of yourself completely, not special, just completely bland. Because like right now, I have purple hair. You could spot that from the back.
Yeah,
and I have a great ass. You would spot that from the back.
Here's Trav. We're already in public. It's too late for this. If we had wanted to camouflage, it had to be in the previous situation.
Now, hear me out. If you're going to shuffle along a wall, even if you're resting on the ground, Spider-Man costume works really well with this.
Oh,
that's cool. But
they
let's
may
not
think
even
his powers have broken, though.
Yeah, he's warming up.
The thing you don't see with Spider-Man is he's got to get a head of steam going.
Yeah.
And then he can crawl.
I saw Spider-Man once. He was like, takes me a while to get him sticky. And he was talking about his fingers.
How long do you think Spider-Man had to be able to climb on walls before he 100% trusted it 100% of the time?
I mean, if we're to believe the movie, it was pretty much instantaneous.
But just me, I'm swinging towards a big building, and I just trust that when I touch it, I'm going to stick to it and not fall to my death. It's a lot of trust.
There is something. When I was going to Marshall's campus has pretty long straightaways in the middle of fields. And so if you were on one coming one way and someone was on the other end coming the other way, you had a good 2.5 minutes where you just walked towards each other like the gates had just gone up on Love Is Blind. And so many times I would fake a phone call just so I could have something to do. And not have to but
it's a long way to walk. There's a lot of potential social snipers that could know you all throughout the quad.
But at the same I don't know.
But I feel like that is a different section of like once you've been spotted, right? Because like this is how to avoid being spotted.
Yeah,
you're talking about like once you've been spotted and you fake the phone call. I think
that's true.
I've drawn an M for Marshall here because I think that will be pertinent to the conversation.
Oh, good, and easy, good,
and easy. Yeah, if I'm being honest.
Can you draw Marco the
I'd love to see a Marco.
The bison.
Okay, hold on.
Strong Marco, the new strong Marco.
Have we hidden enough? I mean, is this enough hiding?
I feel like we didn't. People are going to be like, "What about headphones, guys?"
That still gets you seen.
The thing about headphones and like phone just like pretending is like if you still are caught in the tractor beam, I don't think either of those is going to get you out.
I mean, it can be, but it's a different section, is what I'm saying. Like, you have not been clocked at this point.
Okay, I see.
So we have.
I think 6 is good.
Don't go to the Jersey Shore. Stay ever vigilant. Always hire a tall person to walk behind. Turn your countenance towards the earth
as though you're contemplating your many mortal sins. Yeah.
Go fast outside and practice the wall-facing shuffle. I mean, that you're cloaked. That should all work.
Okay. Next step is, oops, you've been spotted. Cool. Okay. Oops, you've been spotted.
You've been spotted.
I think writing first. No, you don't write that. Just write number 1. Okay. 1. See, you did it for the bit. You did it for the vine. You fucked up the whole format. Here we go. What are we looking at here, Trav?
That's Marco. Muscular. He's kind of crossing his legs in a sassy way. Hands on hip. Muscular.
Looks like the devil, Trav. Kind of.
It does kind of look like the devil, doesn't it?
Sexy, like sexy Lil Nas X devil.
I kind of like him. He's really growing on me. I was trying to do kind of like the muzzle nose, but it ended up just being like a mustache and beard, and I think it looks great.
He's hot as hell. Number 1.
Look at his muscles. Hold on, I'm going to shade him in a little bit.
Remember, number 1.
I'm focusing on this now.
Your God-given rights. No matter what. No one can talk to you for any reason.
We moved on.
Okay, cool. Let's not gild the lily. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't want people playing scared. They have a legal right to not be talked to.
Number 2, use your fear.
Yes, let it power you.
Use your fear. Yes, let it power you. Fear, and let's put some like science stuff in here so it sounds like you know what we're talking about. Fear makes juice in your body that makes your mind go faster and your body go stronger. It is the limitless pill, except it's free and you make it inside you.
It's got to be capitalized.
Yeah. Are you italicizing limitless? Wow, this is the accuracy I was talking about, Juice. It's
the limitless pill,
except free, and you make it inside you.
This devil's really coming along.
Okay, Travis's drawing is going to be just a lot of stick figures, and then one super super hot.
Do you feel like
Marshall devil?
Do you feel like our first 2 steps have not been particularly actionable? It's more of a headspace.
They will be. They'll be They'll be instantaneous.
I'm making his horns bigger.
That's good. Use your fear. Okay. Step 3. Use tech.
Oh yeah.
Utilize tech. He's very good, Travis. We need to move on from your sexy devil.
You would hang out with him, though, right?
Absolutely.
He's like, what's up?
Yeah, he's cool, dude. Yeah,
but it does look like the sinner is kind of trying to scope out your sexy devil, but in a way that is not particularly accurate. Okay, utilize tech. Sorry, my bank's on the phone.
Yeah.
Skyhook.
Sorry, my bank's on the phone.
Sorry, my bank's
That's where
on
I have to take this picture comes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bank's on the phone, and I have just lost everything.
Oh, yeah.
This seems like the 3 of us had a bit of a breakdown in the middle of writing the article, and maybe we have been identity scammed. Skyhook again. What's Skyhook? Oh, you think a Skyhook could be the way out of the situation.
Right. Batman with his plane does the Skyhook.
And that is tech that you can utilize.
That's tech you can utilize.
Okay,
so
you're going to need to explain Skyhook a little bit, I think.
Skyhook, like Batman. You could also, as long as we're here, it could be the fire department's on the phone, I've lost everything.
Yeah.
It's my business partner, I've lost everything.
Yeah.
Whatever is most applicable to your situation.
Yes. Someone on the phone has illuminated me to the fact that my life is over.
Yes.
I couldn't
I have to take this. It's my grandma's estate lawyer. They gave it all to Broderick.
Okay. And
right?
Justin,
and then you have to go.
Justin has just included a
Hyperlink
hyperlink to
Skyhook.
Skyhook. I'm not even sure if WikiHow has that technology. 4.
I'm sure they do.
Step 4.
Well, I think we need one more tech.
Okay.
Because right now it's like a thing you can do on the phone, Skyhook.
Oh, blood capsules.
No, that's going to be
That's going to get them talking. They're definitely going to come talking.
Definitely
you
going
don't
to
want to squib.
Hoverboard. I couldn't hear you. You zoom away on the hoverboard.
Whoa, and then later got a mind of its own.
Later, they'll be like, why didn't you talk to me? And be like, I can barely control this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a hoverboard? I tried to stop and talk
I leaned forward to talk to you, and it just took off.
I zoomed.
I have the zoomies.
We have.
You could utilize dogs too. This is a good thing of just like if you have a dog.
Travis, dogs are the number 1 conversation starter attractor on the planet. This is. There's no way.
No, you can't have any solutions that you also use to score bibs.
Okay.
But Justin, my Spider-Man mask is my number 1 way to score babes.
That's why
and
you don't want to.
My utilization of the wall shuffle is pretty fucking sexy.
Pretty hot. And you can tell them you're friends with the picture you drew.
Yeah,
try that.
I could get you an in with this devil man I did.
I'll give you an invite. to a party we're hosting together.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think
3 different kinds of tag.
there may be more here. I feel like last resort is to hit them with a pod person shriek. Like if they come and they're like, "Hey, Griffin, how's it going? What's up?" And you just go, "Rah!" Like a pod person shriek, and then they're like, "What the fuck? Griffin's been pod personed. I'm out of here."
They will definitely tell everyone they've ever met.
Now it does strike me that perhaps we should have included maybe a limitation for ourselves of how to avoid interacting with someone without offending them. We didn't include that as so it's too late now.
Well, that wouldn't be very funny, I guess, is my only thing. I don't know how that would rein us in too much. That would get rid of.
Well, then how come run away is on here?
Thank you so much, Travis. Write this. Go faster outside.
Yes.
Oh, and wait, is this an addendum?
No. This is in the next part. Go faster.
Go faster.
Outside.
Oh, and then if you're cornered about this later, feel free to say like, "Oh, I thought we were playing tag."
Okay. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
I thought we were playing adult tag.
You don't have to say adult in there. Codifying anything of saying, like, I thought we were playing adult twister, adult tag.
Yeah.
It just makes it seem erotic.
Yeah. This one's, Justin's just called the reader a jerk off.
No, they won't let that
through.
through.
Let that in.
They won't let that through.
But I think it's implied. I think there's an implied jerk off here.
And it's good that you cut that because it did also maybe look like a list of instructions, which is go faster outside, comma, jerk off. Don't do that.
To be fair, it's a good way to keep someone from interacting with you.
Yeah, except for the police officers and the people that you are in jail with, probably at that point.
Is there anything to like squinting at them like you don't recognize them? That's hurtful, right? That's just gonna hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, I mean, there's some hurtful, like pretend to be someone else, but that's you're gaslighting them. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You could fall into an open manhole.
Cool.
Huh.
But then Travis, it's like if you had gone in the sewers to fucking begin with,
yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't have to go down in the sewers super duper fast. Do you know what I mean? And probably get hurt.
You could just say like, "Oh, my spidey sense is tingling. I have to go."
So touch back on the Spider-Man stuff. That's technically an interaction, though, I feel like, if you have to explain yourself that way.
What if you run up to the person and you say, "Let me stop you there. This is the 374th time I've had this conversation. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to slow down and have a nice time with you." And you're in a loop. It's like it's a time loop scenario. And you try to fake a time loop. I know what you're going to say.
Yes.
I'm in a time loop.
It's strong. What would you describe what you just described happening as, if not a social encounter that is going to require a great deal of fiction crafting?
It's using the same muscles.
It's using the same muscles and brain.
You're in I'm basically suggesting a conversation you could have with them, and that does need to be
fake a bathroom emergency
is an interaction you're going to have that is
no, because you don't have to interact. Here's what I'm saying. They spot you. You see them coming your way. You start to raise your hand. Yeah. Oh, grab your tummy.
No,
this is great. Travis is saying have an interaction in which you look like a poopy child.
Where's the interaction part?
They're seeing you.
The title of this section is "Oops, You've Been Spotted." The seeing you is implied, boys.
But there's an infinite realm of things you could do that aren't like,
you could do a pod person shriek. Pod person shriek. So in what you guys are saying, in the society in which we live, pod person shriek in someone's face, more socially acceptable than I have to go to the potty right away.
Travis, no. I'm saying pod person shriek is the last resort. What you're describing, if you are walking down one of these long thoroughfares in Marshall, you see someone walking towards you, and you see them, and you make eye contact. You've already been locked in, and your brain goes, well, I guess I have to have an uncomfortable conversation with them, or I can shout, "Oh, I just diarrheaed on my balls."
I didn't say that. I said you're going to grab your tummy and go,
okay, no problem.
And then you're going to go.
Huge problem.
You're describing a worse outcome than the worst possible outcome that this article is meant to prevent.
the variable also that's impossible to control for, Trav, is how long after you do this are you going to have to pretend that you have to use the bathroom?
Next time that they see
where's
you,
the nearest bathroom?
Don't worry, I made it.
Yeah.
But they're watching you. Like, oh, okay.
You got to get in a building. Yeah.
I'll see you next time. Well, if it's a park, so you're going to sprint like 300 yards across the park.
Just get behind a bush and shake the bush for a little while till they leave, Justin. I can't answer all these questions for you.
If you're suggesting bushweed as a way of getting out of the conversation, I guess that's effective, but it is a little bit humiliating.
I mean, you could spill your coffee on yourself.
Cross the street.
Spilling on yourself is okay. Spilling on yourself, I like.
Okay.
If you have a drink and you like raise your hand to greet them, but there's no lid, and you just fucking dump it all over yourself. It's humiliating
because then you hurry off, and man, they totally understand why. That's not about them.
We're gonna bump Pod Person Shriek down a little bit. Dump a drink.
Not hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not acid. Well, it's a drink.
Lemonade?
I mean, that's ideal because you don't want coffee. That's going to stain. Red wine is going to stain.
Written on your set.
Lemonade is an acid. It's going to feel so bad in your paper cuts.
Oh, okay.
Can you fix the...
It auto-corrected yourself to something different.
Okay.
I mean...
Sneeze a bunch?
Turn around and just go back.
Walk backwards. Start to walk backwards like you're in reverse all of a sudden.
Why are you in reverse?
I don't know, man. You pitched time loop. I don't know what to tell you. Now, I wish I could have talked to you, but I'm cursed.
Time loop is very funny on Groundhog's Day. If it's on Groundhog's Day, that will really land.
Maybe
that's
maybe then it's...
But that's an interaction.
A bit is an interaction. Yeah.
Is there a way of giving a tip of the cap that says everything that you need to say to that person? Like,
tip the cap and a little shh and a wink, right?
That's
cool. Yeah. Now they're in on it.
Right.
Okay. That's good.
And then just
seem
keep walking.
Too cool to talk to.
Do a tip.
Yeah. Of the hat, little sexy wink.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wink.
Let me see if I can draw this.
Don't draw sexy devil Marco wink.
No. I couldn't recreate that if I tried.
Shush finger.
That's what you call that, right?
Yeah. We need to add a little bit of more detail to dump a drink on yourself. I feel like not hot, not acid is enough. We need to explain our thinking there, which is like no one wants to talk to a wet person. No one wants to interrupt a wet person's primeval need at that moment, which is to get dry.
Yes.
You transform yourself into a wet person. Yeah. A perfectly normal way of explaining what you've written here. No one wants to interact with
I got to hold up my own hand.
Person. Uh-huh. Travis is now sketching his own. No one wants to interact with this soggy guy. Cool. That's good. Seem too cool to talk to. Tip of the hat. Little sexy wink. Shush finger. Now they're in. I think now they're in on it. Now they feel like they're in on it.
Perfect.
Maybe you're about to jump out. If I see someone on the street who I know, they do that to me, I turn my head and I keep walking because I think they must be about to do a surprise party, jump out, or they're trying to scare someone. And then pod person shriek, last resort. I think that's good, guys.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. I feel like we've solved this.
I don't even think we need to write like what to do when the conversation started.
Is this picture clear?
Yes.
Yeah. I think we polish these up. Give Travis, you polish up your illustrations there. I think we're good to go.
I don't think they can get any better.
We're looking for 19 total illustrations here, Trav. So hopefully you
can
crank it. Yeah, 19 total
Let's
points
see, I got
here.
1,
19 illustrations.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I need 10 more. Oh,
I don't think you need that many, right? We can't have an entire web page that just says Spider-Man mask. You get it.
2,
Also, maybe an
3,
upside down
4,
kiss.
5,
That could be an entire page on the internet.
Well, no,
That's
it wouldn't
wasteful.
be a page. It'd be one section of one chapter.
So you don't
of a
need to
WikiHow.
illustrate every section.
14,
I mean, if we want it to get
15,
accepted by
16,
fucking WikiHow, we do.
17, 18,
Okay,
19,
Griff, okay.
20. Oh my God, How to Be Sexy has so many. 21 in How to Be Sexy.
Wow.
Okay, good. You don't have that much work to do.
Yep.
Thanks so much for supporting us in the MaxFunDrive. We'll try to get this into the hands of, the powers that be.
No one fucking
over
knows.
at wikiHow. And hopefully we get it in there. Thank you again so much for supporting us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. We hope you avoid these situations for yourself, too.
Don't talk
with
to
these
us in
great tips.
public.
Remember your rights.
Feel free to talk to us.
You can talk
You
to
can
us
talk to us in public.
He is fine. But remember,
for like a short amount of
A
time.
normal amount.
remember our rights.